Hey everyone, welcome back to AYS Yogi's High Part 2. So in the first part you saw a lot of forward bending movements, so you're putting your head below your hip and trying to raise the blood flow towards your heart and your brain, and we're going to go a little bit further in this video and let's see how we go. So all you need is a yoga mat, and today I have a glass of water with lemon, Indian basil and ginger. I'm feeling a little dry in my throat, so I just thought I'm gonna hydrate myself with this, and yeah, your yoga block and a towel. All right, so we begin with a gentle flow. Please stand up. Keep your legs hip width apart. Try and rotate your shoulders and open your chest. The more we store our emotions in your heart and you've put it really tight, then that's when you feel low. So we want to raise up the energy level. So we're going to open the chest, interlock the fingers, lifting your chest, pushing your hips back and looking up. As you exhale, bend your knees, drop your chest down towards your knees, drop your head down fully and take your arms above your head. Inhale again, lift up. Pushing your hips forward, arching your back. Exhale, drawing your belly in, bending your knees, trying to drop your head down and drop your arms to the floor. Inhale again, lifting up, chest up, push your hips forward, look up. Exhale, suck your belly in, drop your arms towards the floor. Stay here. See how you're comfortable. When you're doing this, if there is any pain in your back or in your neck muscles, just release and let it go. Now as you exhale, slowly drop your hands down. Inhale, take your arms up, keeping a nice squatting position. Exhale, bending down. Again, allowing your body to rest here. Inhale one more time, come up, lifting up in half squat. Exhale, go down. Draw your belly and hands to the floor. Inhale one more time. Hands up, reach up, chest open. 3 breaths here. 2. Exhale, slowly bend down. Keep your hands to the floor. Breathe. 3, 2, and slowly roll yourself back up. Sometimes when you do a forward bend, you might feel a little bit dizzy, but it's okay. So when you feel dizzy, you either sit down, but don't close your eyes. Keep your eyes open, take few breaths, and you'll already feel so much more comfortable. So now from here, we're going to transition into a small flow. So let's begin. Inhale, hands up. Lift your chest and arch your back. Exhale, bending your knees, draw your navel in, hands to the floor. Now inhale in half Utkatasana. Come up, exhale, bend down, place your palms to the floor, bring your right leg back, keep your hands on the floor, right leg back, push your hips down towards the floor, right knee down, lift your chest up. So here if you see your knee can go a little bit further. If that's uncomfortable, you can bring your leg more forward. 4, 3, 2, and again bring your right leg forward, keep your knees bent. Inhale, hands up, arch your back, open your chest. Exhale, draw your belly in, go down. Now inhale in half squat, come up. Exhale, hands down, take your left leg back. If you want, you can keep your hands to the sides and take your left leg more back, or you can stay here, whichever you feel comfortable. 5, 4, 3, chest open, try to lift your head. 2, as you exhale, bring your left leg forward and inhale, take your hands forward, up and arch your back, open your chest. Exhale, bend your knees, take your arms down. Now inhale in half squat position. Exhale, hands down, and you're going to jump or step back into a high plank. Now from here, push into downward dog. This is a nice preparation towards inversions. And this sequence can be a little challenging for people who are in a beginner to intermediate level, but if you are already practicing yoga for a while, this can be a great practice. If you feel this is challenging, go back to Yogi's part 1. Now come back to plank, high plank. Exhale, abdomen in, draw your navel in, head down, heart below your hips. And again, inhale, roll and come to plank. Exhale, push back into downward dog. So this is warming up your hamstrings and calf. If you can't place your heels down, it's fine. Keep your heels higher up, but keep sending your chest towards your knees. Draw your belly in. Breathe here. 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to slowly drop my elbows down. If that's difficult for you to from downward dog, you can do it one at a time. So for people who are comfortable, drop your elbows down, push your chest in. Your heels can be up. Feel the opening in your chest. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and push one arm at a time. Come to downward facing dog. So in all this process, your hip remains high. You don't drop your hips down. Exhale, slowly bend down. Push your chest in, head down. 5. So don't rest your head to the floor. You're still trying to lift up. 3. We are building the strength to go into your inversion position. 2. Keep your abdomen sucked in. And push back into downward facing dog. Draw your navel in, bring your right leg forward again. Keep your left knee straight and then bring your left leg forward. Inhale, take your hands forward up and arch your back, opening your chest. Exhale, drop your hands down. We do this one more time. Inhale, hands up, arch your back. Exhale, draw your belly in, bend down with your knees bent. Now inhale, come to half squat. Exhale, draw your belly in, hands down, knees straight. Inhale, take your left leg back. Right leg back to plank, or you can jump back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale to downward dog. Use your leg muscles to keep them strong. 4, 3, 2. Now drop your arms one by one towards the floor. Now you're going to lift your right leg towards the sky as much as you can. Now pushing your chest into your thighs, breathe here. 5, don't turn your hips out. 4, 3, 2, drop your right leg down and lift your left leg up straight. Draw your navel in, hips facing down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back down, push into downward dog. And slowly we're going to rest in child's pose for a few breaths. In child's pose, take your time to feel where you feel any kind of a pain or discomfort in your body, allowing your body to rest. Now inhale, you come forward in all fours. Now let's warm up our spine a little bit more before we go into the next inversion. Inhale, lift your chest and look up. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, lift your chest and look up. Arch your back. Exhale, round. Inhale and arch. Exhale and round. Inhale, arch, exhale, round and push back into child's pose. Now slowly inhale, come up to downward dog. Exhale, stay here. And slowly we're going to try and build the strength to go into an inverted position. So walk your legs forward as much as you can with your knees straight, drawing your belly in. Again, you go back, so all this time your arms are nice and pressing into the floor. So without bending your knees, you try to walk forward and back a couple of times. 1 teeny tiny step, so your hips and your abdomen can feel that, and then you walk back. Just go halfway, that's good enough. Let's do this last time. So that's giving you enough strength in your abdomen to rise up into inverted pose and back. But make sure knees are straight, you're lifting from your hips. Great. Now slowly you're going to push into child's pose to rest the arms for a bit. Now you're going to come up, interlock your fingers, try to press your elbows directly below your shoulders. You're going to take the crown of the head onto the mat. So when you take the crown of the head onto the mat, your shoulders might fall down gently, but make sure you're not letting your shoulders to fall to your ears, but pushing them away from your ears. Now you tuck your toes, lift your knee up. So this is very important to maintain that shoulders away from the ears. If that's not happening, if you still feel your back is rounded, please skip this pose. And for women, if you're in periods or pregnant, please don't try this. Now try and walk a little bit forward. Bend your right knee to your chest. Exhale down and then bend your left knee to your chest. Exhale. Take a breath in. Exhale to your chest. Inhale down. Exhale to your left leg to your chest. Inhale down. And slowly drop your knees down, head down to rest. Now slowly come back up. So this might feel a little bit intense for few of you. If you think this is already too much, you can stop the video and repeat the same process again, or do the flow from the beginning. But the next move is, of course, we're going to a headstand. If you've never tried headstand before, I would not recommend just doing this watching a video. I would like you to go to a teacher and learn it properly. But this is just for the yogis who have been practicing for a while and they're ready to challenge themselves with the flow, right? Okay, so if you want to go to the next level, make sure you're not wearing any kind of clips or rings in your hands, which will eventually feel so tight if you are holding your fingers so tight. So make sure no jewelry, nothing, and then you go up into your headstand position. So you're gonna keep the hands interlocked, drop your head down. As you inhale, come up. Now bend your right knee to your chest and slowly lift your left leg up. See if you can come halfway up. If you can't, keep your knees bent, come towards your chest. And you stay for a few breaths. Now if you're comfortable, try and lift your knees slightly up. The focus in headstand is not to go up, rather how much control we have going up. So your legs are hanging behind, your knees are up, pointing to the sky. And you slowly straighten your legs up if you're comfortable. Or during the process, at any point, if you want to stay at one point or come down, make sure you are comfortable. You can come down anytime. And I'm not going to be talking for another few breaths. So after your 5th breath, you drop your right knee down slowly towards the floor, right leg, and slowly right toe up if you are comfortable. Exhale your left leg down towards the floor and your left leg up if you're comfortable, or just stay there in headstand. And slowly you can repeat this couple of times. Now slowly you're going to bend your knees, come back down towards child's pose. So step by step, bend your knees, bring it towards your chest, and slowly drop your toes towards the floor. And do not lift your head so high. Stay in child's pose, hands to the sides. And inhale, slowly come back up. Good job, you guys. If you could not do headstand, don't worry, it is not a posture which you'll get in a day. So take your time to practice it and eventually you'll get it. So do the Yogi's High part 1, do a lot of dolphin practice and you can go into headstand. And now from here we're going to do a counter position for headstand. Usually it's Sarvangasana in a classical traditional method of practicing postures. So for Sarvangasana, I'm going to use the block because I did the hard work in headstand. Now I'm going to just chill in Sarvangasana. So if you don't want to use the block, you can go ahead just to use your arms to lift yourself up. Alright, let's begin. So lie down with your head on the floor. Bend your knees. If you have a block, take your block and support it in your sacrum. If you don't have a block, don't worry, you can go up in Sarvangasana. Now I'm going to rest here for a while. So I have a nice flexion in my neck. And again, it's an inversion. It also aids the process of headstand. Yes, that's my mic. Alright, so let's get into your Sarvangasana. I'm going to bend your knees. Gently lift your legs up. So make sure you get the right position so you can keep. Okay, that's not the right place, of course. Yeah. Yes, that's perfect. So stay here. Close your eyes. I want to keep my arms down. I can. So I'm not holding any of the weight of my body. The block is doing the work. But it's a more similar function like you're holding your weight. So if you want, you can also bend your knees a little bit. So what is the function of doing Sarvangasana at headstand? It actually takes the weight of all your joints. Your ankle joint, your knee joint, your hip joint is all completely free, can have full range of motion. When you're standing up, you put all the weight on your ankle, knees and hips and your spine, but when you're doing an inversion, the joints become free to move. So you can do like simple toes pointing up and down, a nice circle. You already can feel a lot of difference when you're doing this, and you can bend your knees, straighten your legs. If you can do it all with your hands supporting your hips as well. I just don't want to do the work today. Keep breathing here, and once you feel you had enough time to enjoy the space you're in, you can go on doing this for 5 minutes to 15 minutes in your daily practice, but you have to slowly build up to 15 minutes. So start maybe with a minute and slowly over week and can go to 15 minutes. You should not be talking like me while I'm doing an asana practice. Just because I'm doing the video, I'm talking and I'm not supposed to turn my head as well. So when you're here, focus on your breath, make it long and steady. Now slowly drop your feet down one by one. I already can feel like the blood coming back to my toes and heels. And I'm just going to drop my hips down and rest my arms, and I can see a kite flying in the sky. It's beautiful blue sky above me and a lot of birds. I hope they don't shit on me. After all, we're doing Yogi's High. We need some kind of entertainment, right? Great. Slowly turn towards one side and you can sit up. Alright, so the block I use only for Sarvangasana, and I'm also going to use it for my simple breath work I'm going to do right now. So you can sit on a block or on the floor. Yeah, and keep your hands on your knees, eyes closed. I already feel a lot more relaxed, because when you're doing headstand and shoulder stand, a lot of blood goes into your brain, and also there is a difference in perspective. So when you come back down, you feel a little bit of like the weight lifted off your chest, like that kind of feeling that you gave it up through your yoga practice, your physical practice. It's always the best postures for me in the practice, because it's also called the king and queen of all the asanas, so I'm sure they have a reason to be called so. It improves circulation, it improves joint range of motion, it improves your mind, the ability to think clearly, it improves your breath, it improves the digestion, a lot more benefits in our inversion practice. So now once you finish that, you close your eyes, just taking it all in, whatever comes to you right now, bringing it into you and letting it go completely as if it didn't belong to you. Whatever thoughts, you watch them, you honor them for their presence, but with the exhale you let them all go out. It is not for you. It's called a detached attachment, bringing it in, welcoming all of that which is arising in your body and your mind. At the same time, not holding on to it so tight, but letting them go. So with that, we'll practice few rounds of Kapalabhati to just feel that blood flow towards our head. You can start when you're ready. For the sake of the video, I'm just going to keep it for one round. But if you want to practice, you can do it 2 or 3 rounds, 15 to 30 pumpings each, or more if you've been practicing pranayama for a while. Now I'm going to use the last few minutes to really understand that prana, the life force which makes all the yogis go on a high, go on a trip in between, in their own minds. So you're going to take a deep breath in. Hold the breath in for 10 seconds. Exhale all the air out. Hold the breath out for 10 seconds. Inhale again. Hold the breath in for 10. Exhale all the air out. Hold the breath out for 10. Inhale again. Hold the breath in for 10. Exhale all the air out. Hold the breath out for 10. Inhale and exhale. Open your eyes, and that's for today's practice. I hope you enjoy the practice. Don't worry if you couldn't do any of the postures, especially headstand. It is a matter of time, and keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next one with more interesting videos and a lot more about why pranayama is important. Take care and stay safe. Namaste.